Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we got some hot news, some hot topic we're going to have to talk about here, and it has to do with robotics, but it also has to do with game from virtuals. Just to give you guys a little food for thought, because you guys may be wondering why I'm going to be talking about game once again after all this time, right? So just stay tuned. We're going to break down some good information in this video for you guys, right? Just to have your, the wheel spinning in your brain. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your most important question: how does that Patreon group works? Because if you guys head over to Patreon, you guys could scroll down and check out all the plays we have been making and getting into. There's a lot of alpha in this group here, and I posted up here. I'm gonna keep it updated as much as I can right now, right? So check out that just to see what type of things we do on what type of calls we call out on the Patreon side of things. And of course, don't forget to check out my ebook up here. This right now is also on Amazon. It's also on Patreon. It's the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics. This will help you guys pick out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand vesting schedule, narrative, market cap, FDV, circulating supply, all of that is important to picking out the next gem in your cryptocurrency portfolio. And speaking of ebooks, I have dropped a second ebook, which is how to start your kids' future with crypto. This is pretty much for the older folks out there, so most of you guys won't even need this one here, but if you guys want to support, you guys can check it out. It will be on Patreon, and it also is on Amazon. And lastly, check out the crypto apparel. Get yourself some nice little crypto swag here from the Block Fit. Links for this will be in the description and in the comment section down below. And let's get right into the video, guys. Now, as I was doing heavy research on robotics, I even went into Virtual's Twitter space and was listening in, and they was talking about how virtuals could have a key role in robotics. So things started to get a little bit more interesting for me. When I looked into robotics here, I seen that there's some robotics plays here, of course, from the virtuals ecosystem, but where is it at here? I did see Vader end up being listed as a robotics play, right? So you guys can see it here as a robotics play. Now, I don't always like projects doing a full 360 and rebranding into something, a new hot narrative or something like that. It doesn't always work out, but there's times that could work out. Now, I don't own any Vader, right? But there's a potential that Vader could work out, right? People are talking about how Vader could actually become the Virtuals Robotics DAO for, robotics. And you guys already know what robotic DAO play we're pretty bullish on, which is Ex Machina Deuce, and Vader could possibly be a DAO like that for virtuals. That gets a little interesting, right? And especially how virtuals is actually diving deep into robotics. Like, for example, virtuals ventures investing in Prisma XI. We will be talking about that in a different video, and Frodo bots. Now, when you guys go onto the Vader website here and you guys read just this, it's nothing too crazy on the website here. Robots will become the new infrastructure of civilization, the operating system of the physical world. Again, the operating system of the physical world. That is the key line. You guys should understand why I want to talk about game, right? They will be everywhere, invisible yet indispensable. Yet progress is stalled. Software has scaled, embodied intelligence has not. The missing piece is data. Now, what the hell does that have to do with game? Right? What the hell does that have to do with game? You guys already know game is the operating system for the virtual agents, right? I'm gonna bring up a post essentially talking about the potential of how game could operate as they brain for robotics as well. It's from Goon Crypto. Like I told you guys, I was in a Twitter space and they started talking about robotics, how virtuals could play a key role into it, and potentially how game could become the operating system for these humanoid robots. Now, of course, this is all speculation, right? You guys got to do your own research, but there's some keys out there that you guys can find to get you a little bit more bullish on game. So let's read what Goon Crypto has put out. I highlighted some things here, right? So agents, they're going to obviously, it goes into agents to bodies, right? Virtuals today, intelligent agents, which is software brains. Humanoids equal physical shells that need brains, right? Game could become the operating system inside of humanoid robot. Remember, I kept telling you guys, keyword operating system, right? So Virtual's ACP, Agent Commerce Protocol, could become the coordination layer for fleets of humanoids. incentives plus token flywheels, right? Virtual agents are already linked to tokens, which has their burns, buybacks, and stakings. Now, if humanoids run on virtuals, every task equals transactions, equals revenue for the ecosystem. That is the flywheel. Think agents powering robots. Robots could work creating token flow. So now the game SDK becomes the robotics SDK. The game SDK lets you build agent behaviors like mini games, right? Now you can extend that to robotics. The same tooling could script how humanoids can act in the physical environment. So the fit is virtuals equals the software plus coordination brain for humanoids, turning them into monetizable, programmable network agents. The humanoid wave is coming fast. If agents become the brain inside robots, virtuals is positioned to power trillions in labor flow. So now, after reading that, you're seeing how game and virtuals could position itself to actually take a front row seat in this whole robotics narrative and can actually benefit from it, right? Not saying it's going to work out. I'm just giving you guys something to think about. But another reason that this thing looks pretty interesting, if you guys scroll down to the comments, the first comment you see is from Ethermage. You guys already know this is, I think it's a co-founder or if one of the CEOs for Virtuals. Have you planted a bug in our office? Essentially hinting at this has already been talked about and is possibly in the works. And a lot of things is happening for a game, right? The game is the brain of ACP, turning agent autonomy into verifiable on-chain actions, right? This is just coming off of Masari's post of how AI hype may have cooled. They specifically talk about AI agent hype, but the agent economy is quietly scaling. Could the next iteration for this will include robotics? Because another big thing that has already happened was essentially, we already told you guys, Virtuals Ventures has, I think, invested into Prisma, right? Prisma X, but they also have been talking about what it would really take for robots to leave the lab and enter mainstream. Spoiler, it starts with data, not hardware. So guess where the data is being held and built from? It's with the game SDK. So with game at about a $12 million market cap, there's some potential here. There's some crazy potential if we're actually right on this thesis here. If it becoming essentially the brain for these robotics. If you guys have already seen some of my other videos, or actually some upcoming videos, we talk about how big data labeling is for robotics and things like that. So if game is able to become the brain for these humanoids, there's a potential that we could see game possibly go back up to his all-time high. And we never know. That is 39 cents. There's a possibility, or even get halfway to his all-time high. I don't know. No one has a crystal ball, but there's a lot of information here that you guys got to take in to decipher, to make your own decisions, because the robotics narrative is starting to heat up. You're starting to see it with Peak, Aki, and a few others. So who knows? Virtuals may make their way into the whole robotics narrative, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We on that 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys already know, hit that Patreon group, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.